Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A growing collection of really rare resins and scents from around the world.
This crystallizes in a different way.
Yeah, they do.
Like the environment matters.
For sure. Like the best frankincense in the world comes from Oman. And I've been on a hunt for benzoin of Siam, which is benzoin from Thailand. But it is so hard to find. Like I went to the most OG apothecary shops in northern Thailand and they don't even have it. And I finally found it in like the witchiest places.
Of course, there's somebody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mystic Codes, an exploration for the healers, the curious, the ones who are connected to something deeper underneath it all. Elemental, ancestral, ancient, nature, energy, things that aren't always seen but felt. A mystic dances between the visible and invisible. Come unlock the mystic codes. So I originally came here to get a service, a bodywork session with Joan. And the thing about having super mystical friends is that we have very niched, specific interests, and we like to nerd out on that niched, specific interest. And this experience here, as we were chatting and getting a little tour of the Apothecary, Joan is somebody who collects a lot of beautiful resins, sacred smokes, and Ayurvedic practitioner tools from around the world. We started to get into her very specific niched hobby.
It is the region that borders Burma, and it's very lush and it's very green, and because of the altitude and the climate, this dragon's blood tea, these leaves only grow in that region. And it's really difficult to find. And these are like all the benefits to it. Yes! Oh my god, I have to have you smell some of the things. Actually, let's do it right now.
Okay.
Here, a growing collection of really rare resins and scents from around the world. I'm like building it out right now. Here, I'm gonna put this right here actually. I want you to smell it. This comes from Oman. I know, it's amazing. It's from Oman.
Does it have a different scent if I like move it a little?
Maybe.
Do you have a little?
Yeah, I do. I'm a spoon person too, actually.
This is how you know you have the right type of friends. It's like, let me show you your spoon collection. Yeah. I just feel like when you move the scents, like it has different properties.
Resins come from like tree barks, and it's like sappy, like sap,
like the
tree barks,
maple syrup.
But it's like it's like the sap of like bark, basically, right? It doesn't have to be like a tree, but it's like the sap, and it just crystallizes. So some of the most like highly precious and rare and prized frankincense is hojari.
Okay.
Yeah, and so royal hojari is the most expensive, rare, super duper rare, to the point like where people will like take time to analyze, they call them tiers, and to look at like the color, and people are on a quest, like resin fanatics, and connoisseurs are on this quest to find the most pure and traditional hojari incense in the world. Just
like
like analyzing them, right?
Like a whole like crystal.
Yeah, and so here is green hojari frankincense, which is like the creme de la creme of the world. Yeah.
Royal hojari green.
And I've been on a quest to find it. And I finally found it.
Wow. Okay, so like what properties would you be looking for?
Well, you want it to be really green. So see how this is really green?
Can I pick one?
Yeah, pick one. And then this is also like a very premium, superior quality frankincense, but it's not green.
What a texture.
Yeah. And then this is, see, you could see that this is very premium quality as well, but it's not green. It's like the Bentley of frankincense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to like...
You have to really look.
You need to like know where to look.
You do. Yeah. You really need to know.
And when they're like vending this and stuff, like, do they know what they have?
You have to source it from like a really reputable supplier that is just as geeky and passionate.
They're like the crystallization of this.
Yes, resin. Exactly.
And then they like send light fractals through just to test how it's gonna bounce.
Thai frankincense right here. It smells like completely different.
Okay. Wait a second. This smells like chocolate to me.
Okay, so a little break from sniffing because we were there for 2 hours. My girl's got a good collection. She has resin, she has copal, she has sacred smoke, she has the knowledge, the elemental wisdom. So appreciate someone being this attuned to their mystic codes, because you have to be a lifetime student. You have to continue learning the ancient technologies that have been utilized throughout so many different cultures, resins and sacred smoke, and all the ways that deep healing took place just by using scent technology. Isn't that crazy? And the thing is, it's like, rub some peppermint here and lavender here, but there is a reason that there's different cultures all around the world that utilize scent technology to be able to move emotions, move energy, transform, alchemize. And when you tap into mystic codes of your own, maybe you're somebody who is a scent freak too, and you're nerding out about this as well. My codes are sound codes. That's something I nerd out about. You might notice that there are certain things that are just so alive within you. You just light up when you encounter it. And this particular conversation, like, we didn't plan to record, like, we're not mic'd up. We don't, you see the camera like moving this and this. This is impromptu. I came for a service, right? And there's this aliveness that comes out, and you're going to start to notice that the more mystical energies that you yourself are attuned to, the things that you allow yourself to fall into, to explore your curiosity about, to find that spark in your voice and your eyes, you're going to get tapped into your mystic codes too. And it sounds a little too like, is it that easy that I could just be excited and curious about something, and it kind of just like pans out to somebody like appreciating my nerdiness around it? That is exactly it. And some of my favorite things to experience with Joan, this is the first time we're like really diving into scent together, but I love receiving energy healing during body work with Joan. And part of it is that she's trained in a lot of ancient Ayurvedic rituals. And one of the favorite things, I have too many favorite things. It's like another favorite thing about it is that we also know how to dance with each other in the energetic realm. So it's a very specific, unique experience when I'm getting work done with her. I see spirals in my belly button. I travel in different realms, and I'm very sensitive to energetic realms and worlds either way. But body work with scent, with a lot of these very beautiful herbal, botanical elements, and you'll see a gorgeous spoiler, you'll see a little gorgeous bathhouse in a little bit, contribute to your specific mystic codes also coming alive within you. You feel nurtured, you feel taken care of, you feel held, you feel human, and also very esoteric and mystical at the same time. And that's part of the beauty of exploring your codes. Let's get back to it.
Every culture that uses smoke says that it like transcends you into a different dimension.
Yes.
And it's for protection.
Yes.
It's for clearing.
Yes.
And it's also for like expansion.
Exactly.
Energy.
Exactly.
And even just thinking about qualities of what smoke looks like, that's what it looks like. It's going into the realms.
Right.
It's going somewhere.
Right.
It's seen and unseen at the same time. You can experience smoke,
Right.
but you can't hold it.
Yeah.
But you're experiencing it. And also, when it comes into your body,
Yes.
you can feel that there's some kind of alchemical, something's happening.
Absolutely. It's very subtle, but it's very powerful. And it is, you can hear your prayers to the unseen realms, to the higher realms, to the heavenly realms. It is a cell phone signal, right? That connection to deities and divine consciousness. So I'm just really fascinated with how something so subtle and something that can be seen and felt can be so powerful in the realms of the world.
Unseen. Something that you just said, oh, okay, well, you're thinking about goddesses and deities and the connection to that. Do you feel like there's some combination that you work with that's like, oh, now I'm channeled into Kali, or I'm channeled into this energy or that energy?
That's why I collect these resins from different parts of the world, because, for example, benzoin of Siam and the agar wood, that comes from Southeast Asia. So Siam is like what was formerly Thailand. It was the former name of the whole kingdom of Thailand, kingdom of Siam. And so that's why I call it the benzoin of Siam and not Thailand, but that's really what it's called too. And so that benzoin, it comes from not only Thailand, but Laos as well. And then agar wood from Vietnam. Those are regions that resonate with my soul, right? Mm-hmm. And the deity that really resonates with my soul because of my heritage and my lineage is Kuan Yin.
Kuan Yin.
Right? And she's the beautiful, motherly, divine figure that is seated or standing on a lotus, right? And the lotuses are right there too. Those are pink lotuses from Vietnam. When they're dry, they turn purple, but they're actually like massive pink lotuses. You can unfold them. They've been folded by hand. These are pink and red and blue lotuses. These are from India and these are from Thailand.
I've never seen this kind of lotus.
Yeah, so like these are pink lotuses from India. They're dried. And then these are red lotuses. Actually, I think those are white. Those are white lotuses, sorry. White. These are pink.
Wow, I've never seen those
I think
before.
They're like pink or red. Yeah, these are from India.
The smell is very nostalgic to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then we have the blue lotus from Thailand.
Do you find that there's a different property of blue lotus from Thailand, blue lotus from Egypt?
Yeah. They say there is, actually. People who are really into lotuses say that the energy of the blue lotus from Egypt is different. It's just hard to source. I hardly find blue lotus from Egypt. It's usually from Thailand. And then these are hand folded. When you put them in water, I'll probably put them in water for you today. You can unfold it and they get really big. And these are like huge, beautiful pink lotuses from Vietnam.
Whoa.
And lotus, because it grows in the depths of the murky waters and like ponds and swamps and lakes, they're born into darkness, right? And it is the ascent from darkness into the new light of day. They are so striking. They grow in the depths of darkness, right? In the murky waters. And then they start to grow and rise all the way up into a new light of day. And that reflects the journey of life. Mm-hmm. And so that's why they are the national flowers of Vietnam and India, because they are highly revered in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, where they really believe that the journey of life is about, us going through these
depths of hell.
Yeah, these dark realms within ourselves, within life.
Yeah.
To reemerge and to be alchemized by, that experience, and to reach this place of enlightenment, this realization, right? The self-realization and self-actualization, and to really appreciate that journey and what it made us become, and how we were able to transcend that. And it's all about transcendence and rebirth and seeing the light, at the end of the tunnel, and seeing the true alchemy of our soul and how purposeful and meaningful that is.
Are there different ways that it forms? Because when you're saying this crystallizes in a different way,
They do.
environment matters. And where
for
it's
sure.
formed.
The best frankincense in the world comes from Oman.
So I wonder what properties are in that environment.
Exactly.
Heat, probably, right? Heat.
For sure, in the dryness of it as well.
Cool.
So that's the frankincense. And then I've been on a hunt for benzoin of Siam, which is benzoin from Thailand, but it is so hard to find. I went to the most OG apothecary shops in northern Thailand, and they don't even have it. And I finally found it in the witchiest places. And so this is very difficult to find, but it smells amazing.
Okay, hold on. Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so when I burn it, you'll see. We're gonna burn some of this stuff too, and then you'll see. It is like transporting.
This reminds me, like, this just looking at it is just like gorgeous.
I know. It's
I've
beautiful.
I've never seen resin this size that are like natural.
Yeah.
In your experience, do you feel that scents have a different impact to the physical body? Do you think?
Oh, it's aroma. Yeah, it's called aromatherapy, right? The therapeutic benefits and properties of aromas that have on our mind. And because scent immediately enters our brain, it really activates those memories, right? The memories that come from our past, but even memories from maybe a past life. It's just an instantaneous response that our body has when we are engaged in scent. When we are engulfed in scent, or when we smell something. Because I can, for example, I have a little keepsake box of things from high school, and my journal, love notes that I received. And then I have this Victoria's Secret perfume that I used to wear during that time. And as soon as I smelled it, it hit my brain and reactivated all those memories instantaneously, right?
I believe so much of nostalgia and sense, memory, and clothing and things like that. But I also wonder things that you've never smelled, right? How many times somebody has smelled your dragon's blood? Or
Dragon's blood doesn't smell like anything. It has a very herbal smell. It's very medicinal.
I love dragon's blood.
Very medicinal, very purifying. It really cleanses super negative, dense, heavy energies. It's been used historically for exorcism and stuff.
Whoa.
Really dense.
Tell me more about
really dense energies. It has this very medicinal type to it too.
I feel like individually when I'm picking it up, it's like hard to get a smell, but then when I'm in the container,
and when you burn it, it's very medicinal.
That's interesting. That's what I was getting to, nostalgic element, but also why is this clearing dense energy? And that one's like dream travel, and that one's like
I know there's so many.
But now I think you tapped into like the actual codes.
Oh
yeah. Now I think like the thing that was like apparent from the start. I feel like you're tapping into it now, which is when you said sacred smoke. I just felt chills in my body about there's a service, but the thing that is driving that service is transmutation through sense and the beauty of the smoke. And so I wanted to record my sound bowls and traveling with my sound and but the nature was like, no, actually you're not doing this. It's not content. You're going to receive different codes. And there was these moments and pockets in time where I was guided toward a cave or a certain part of the national park to receive codes in a very interesting way. And then I started to find these sound chambers inside these parks where I'm bringing my bowls and adjusting the bowls in a certain way where the sound is bouncing in a very particular way that I can actually create different sound shapes, like sine waves or a saw wave or a cross wave. And you've been to Egypt, so a lot of the pyramids were sacred sound chambers where they use sound for healing. But the part of, I believe, what mystics are doing right now is just actually understanding what our tools are, and everything around it is the delivery of the tools. You know, I'm gonna get rubbed down and massage and all of this kind of energy work with you, but I think your tool is actually the understanding of how to navigate these very specific alchemical herbs and way that those have codes already in it. And I'm like, oh, I'm a sound healer, but making and producing music. So when I was in these chambers, my eyes look high as fuck. When I saw my videos back, I'm like, why do I look like legitimately on so much drugs? But my eyes were just, and when you work with me too.
I know, and that's how I feel about scent and aromas and these resins. We're looking at the actual essence of a botanical, blood of the botanical, DNA, the actual codes that are held within and encapsulated. It's like a time capsule. I feel like resins are very difficult to extract because they are the true essence. They lie deep in the core of a particular tree, a plant. And then there's a transformative process for some of these plants, like the agarwood, right? There is a process of transmutation and transformation. And I feel like so much of the messages and the true meaning and the journey of life is mirrored in this transformative chemical process that these botanicals go through. And it really mirrors the alchemical process that the soul goes through, right? And so it's all about the seasons and cycles that are held within this whole process of extraction and how we extract our own essence through that process of birth, of death, and then of rebirth. And so, I don't know, I see so many parallels between all of that with the journey of what scent, how scent becomes what we appreciate today can also be reflected in how we become and how we can appreciate who we are today because of that journey too, right? And what we've extracted from that journey and that alchemization.
I've never spent time thinking about the process of how a scent comes to be, because you're always just receiving it at the finality of it. Oh, here's perfume, or here's the oil that somebody made, but what was the process of that getting to that, and the emotional and energetic journey it had to.
Right. So for me, I love just the journey, the Indiana Jones adventure of seeking out these rare materials, right? These rare botanicals. And I love to travel very far and wide and go into lands where it is a journey. It's the journey of the soul in search of this pure essence and the purest form of it, right? And the most undiluted form of it, the most authentic form of it. And I also appreciate that journey and that adventure as well.
What do you feel like most attractive to usually, or do you feel like that changes based on what you're moving through in life? What are you attracted to in sense?
You know what it makes me feel? I've always been really obsessed with the caravan routes along the Silk Road and ancient trade routes. And so there's almost nostalgia for my soul when I'm seeking and procuring and going on these journeys into the unknown. It brings me back to, I don't know, it's almost like a time that I feel like I've lived before, where I was some kind of merchant or guardian of.
No, you were though.
I feel like I've been a guardian of ancient traditions and tools and medicine for lifetimes. That's what it makes me feel. It makes me feel like I'm coming back to my true essence as well, right? In search of the essence of medicine and of of ancient healing art, like I am also coming back home to my own original essence as well.
That's funny because so the reason that I asked, let me put this over here. The reason that I asked that question that way is because something that I noticed about walking through your little apothecary and just this, there's people who have like drawn to a certain category of scents. And what I'm not noticing is a lot of flower essences, or there are, but some people are only in that way. And some people are only in deep woods, like a very like woody, earthy materials. So it's also interesting to me, collection keeper you are of what variety of scents too, because that also resembles the category of work that you do.
It does. It's very reflective, truly. But I am always on this quest for the most rare, traditional, ancient, close to ancient possible, right? It's always been like that for me. I remember even as a kid growing up, I would spend a lot of time marveling at plants and just looking at their architecture and the geometrical shapes and digging dirt and looking at dirt and just being very much connected to nature wherever I was at. And then also collecting these books. As a child, I would always go to the library back in the day when we had to go look for books through the catalogs.
The reference section, Dewey Decimal System.
Exactly that. That time, that whole age of life at the library. And the books that I would always pull up would be Ancient Egypt. It would be anything related to Native American wisdom and plants, the wisdom of plants. Those are the things that I've just always gravitated towards, right? Growing up. And then in high school, back in the day when Barnes & Noble's metaphysical section was like this big, I would spend my time there. Just reading up on palmistry and astrology and ancient relics and artifacts, and that's what I've always been drawn to, right?
I love that. Those are your mystic codes.
It really is. I've always been drawn to that. And so when I travel, it's not like you will ever see me at a resort hanging out by the pool sipping on a cocktail. You will see me out somewhere
with the trees.
With the trees, or where are the caves, where are the apothecary shops, where are the herb houses, where are the tea houses. That's where you'll see me.
I understand.
You'll be able to find me
based on that.
Based on where the herbs are, where are the resins.
That's so funny because when I'm reading Mystic Codes, part of the series that's on my heart too, why I'm courting and things like that, it is because it's becoming way more clear what codes are meant to be expressed through you. And it has always been true, but like I think it's actually also our age that when we're like coming to like a specific like age range, it's becoming more clear that like here's all like the ways that my art and my healing art is diluted, and here's like where actually like I've just spent 20 years in exploration of this, and maybe I didn't understand this because like, is this where I make money, or is this like, no, but it's very coded in that.
Right, absolutely. So it's interesting because I don't really have these conversations with people because it's always been difficult for me to articulate it.
It's me.
But with you, it feels like easy for whatever reason. It feels easy to just really dive deep within my soul and extract what it is that I've been extracting, taking time to extract all these years. But I've never really thought about it that way until you just asked me.
That's kind of my specialty.
Yeah, exactly. Your specialty. Yeah, that's your specialty for sure, because I have a hard time seeing myself, you know, and understanding myself in this particular way. Okay. Let's see what. Okay, I definitely want you to smell the benzoin. It's so like vanilla-y. Yeah, you don't want to get too close to it because it's actually really strong. Smell like the vanilla of it?
I can.
And then you can smell like the crispness of it. It's different. Yeah? See if you can feel like the transformation.
Like this one,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like brought right here.
Oh.
And this one I was experiencing more like here.
Yeah. It has. It's very. It's deeper. It's like very earthy. Very, very earthy.
And it almost feels like this. Like there's a sensation to it. Like if I had to describe like
Yeah.
the way it's moving.
Let's see what my sandalwood feels like.
I love playing with you. My
Interesting.
jaw.
Oh yeah, it's very medicinal. It's so interesting.
It smells like lemongrass right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like lemongrass? It's so bizarre to me.
It's Thailand, baby. Like I think you're channeling like Vietnam, Thailand.
No,
like,
but this
Laos.
dragon's blood is from the Middle East.
That's so interesting. This okay, so the first was here, the second is like here, and now I'm feeling it like at the top of my head.
So interesting.
And it's like hot. The smell is cooling in the body, but like the sensation is like hot at the top of my head.
Very interesting.
And my teeth are just wanting to go. Yeah, it's very much cooling.
Here.
Frankincense, I feel like it's not interacting with me inside my body, but it's like around me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's like, yeah, it's around me more than like.
Yeah, so that's Hojari incense from Oman. And then we have sometimes like when we have like contrast, you can really smell the benzoin more too. It has like a very vanilla, like creamy vanilla. You smell that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What if we were like matching?
I know.
So like, so not planned at all.
I was like, I'm taking my clothes off, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I didn't feel in my body, but it was like a nice scent. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the agar wood.
How come you pronounced it that way?
I feel like that's how you pronounce it. Is it
Agar
not?
wood? Well, in my language, it's agra wood.
Oh,
Agra.
Agra
Yeah.
wood. Okay, well that's cool.
Unless I'm thinking of something else, but
I mean
That's
that
what-
works too.
agar. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Is that how you heard it? Like where in your travels? Or like agrabati? You know, like incense is called agrabati.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Like if you look at like incense box, it says agrabati.
Oh.
And bati is light.
Yeah.
And agra is scent. So agra wood is scented wood.
Oh, nice.
Agrabati is scented
I love
light.
that. Oh,
Yeah, incense.
Okay. Very cool. Isn't it just divine? Like, it is so incredible. I mean, I bought it just to be able to smell it, to be honest. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but yeah, it's just like, and you can buy agar wood bracelets, and bracelets are generally like thousands of dollars because the wood takes so long to become this, and it's almost like the wood has to die and decay, and then these bugs come in and really regenerate it. Like they chip away at it and they regenerate it, and that's how it becomes agar wood. And so it's like it's
like a long process.
It's a transmutation. You know, it's a transformation that has to happen over a period of time. So yeah, but it's incredible.
The codes, like I can feel the codes of just like the timeliness of that.
Yeah, I forget what Arabian oud smells like. I need to get some.
In its purity, I probably don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more, it smells a lot more floral to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it does not have like the timeliness. Like this seems like more ancient.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm not familiar with that process, but it just seems like because it took time.
Yeah. Aromatic, really clean, crisp, like purifying kind of scent. Yeah.
Ooh, so it's like sticky.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like, what the heck is this smell?
I know. The agar wood. Yeah. Really grounding, brought you down to earth.
Grounding, but then it also was just like,
like,
and very clearly like here.
Yeah.
Rather than like
very, it has a very earthy, very, very earthy kind of energy. It is so when I was in India, like, at least like, you know, from the Hindus that I spoke to, sandalwood is and I'm sure it's different in different lineages as well, but at least from the lineage that I was interacting with, sandalwood incense is the main, like, preferred incense to commune with, like, a particular deity, right? Or like in general. And then agar wood or agar wood is also the incense of preference for communing with, like, the Buddhist deities. Yeah. So it is something that also clears out very heavy, dense, negative energies.
Interesting to notice like where it went.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Where do you tend to feel that, or have you noticed it?
For me, I feel like when I smell it like this, it hits differently from when I like actually burn
that
it.
was totally a different
Two
experience.
different experiences, right?
Yeah.
Like smelling it, it has just more of a feminine, like very ethereal feminine energy. Burning it has like super grounding, like demanding kind of like presence. It's totally different experience. Totally different.
Totally, and also I think like the properties of it are
very
different.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so I actually wanted to explore that more because those are smelling it just like that and then burning it, two radically different experiences.
Okay, like side ADHD comments, which is that, I mean, this entire conversation is one big but when it's interacting with fire, I wonder if it has a different like thing when it's interacting with a different element.
For sure. Yeah, and these are things that I definitely want to explore, right? The nuances and like how it's transformed by fire, right? And fire activates like a whole nother energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's activated by a whole nother element, and when fire is interacting with this resin, it changes it, right? It changes the energy of it. It alchemizes it, and it's another level of alchemy. And it's this continuum. I feel like that smoke has been this like continuous expression of how we commune with the unseen world, right? And how we also can be transported, with these very earthly material goods into a whole nother realm of consciousness. And so I'm also about how it can help really expand our consciousness, how it can enrich our consciousness, and how it can like deepen our states of awareness as well. And so that's why integrating very sacred scents and smoke is part of my healing practice, because I can really see how it can shift the energy of a person's well-being, of their state of mind, their state of awareness, their state of consciousness, and including mine, right? And so it's something that it really connects us to the times, before us, and the lineages, the unbroken lineage of healing throughout humanity, but also how it can continue to do, that magical work. And I just love how it's super multi-dimensional, multi-layered, and it connects us, right, to the past. It connects us to the present. It can bring us, and anchor us more deeply into the present. And it could also help us really feel like we can transform the future because of this kind of, consciousness that it can really raise. And then also it has this capacity to really clear out the kind of awareness that is not in our highest good, right? The kind of mindset and thinking that not in our highest good, or if we're carrying energies that don't belong to us and we don't want to transfer that, to somebody else, or if we don't want to keep carrying it, it could also clear that out, right? It's just a really ancient tool that has been used over, thousands of years to really revere, to connect, to cleanse, to purify. Yeah, and it's just smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sacred smoke. I work on clients that come with very deep traumatic events and memories that they are processing and moving through, to clients who are psychic sponges and bringing all sorts of things here, and I feel it in my body. I'm like, oh my god, I need like the spiritual bleach right now. Yeah, like I need to literally like saturate my whole body in spiritual bleach right now. And so I wanted to create a whole collection of sacred salt scrubs that are infused with these very purifying powders
Yes.
to reset our aura and our energy as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and then when I went to Vietnam like over a year ago with my mom, and people knowing, you know, how I travel and what kind of medicine I was going to bring back from Vietnam. And when people would ask me, because I hadn't been back there in like over 20 years, and you know, over 20 years ago I was in a different place in my life, so I was very disconnected from my family's homeland. And so when people would ask me, oh, what are you going to bring back? I'm like, probably nothing. You know, like I don't know anything that I would want in Vietnam. Oh my God. Like when I discovered, we went into, you know, the center. It wasn't the center. It was like in Hoi An and Da Nang. That's where we were touring, and they have some of the best agar wood in that area. And so I just stumbled upon a shop that specialized in it, and it was like a museum, and everything was so fascinating because they had jars and jars of different grades of agar wood. They had all these different woods. They had bracelets and boxes, like keepsake boxes, and fans made out of, you know, agar wood, where like when you fan you would smell it, right? Yeah, it was amazing. But I mean, I still want that fan, but it's, you know, like thousands of dollars, right? One of these days I'll have to like add it to my museum. But yeah, and so that was my first introduction to agar wood in Vietnam. And when I just the little research I started to do on agar wood, I found out that there was this really wild community that just was obsessed with agar wood, like, you know, like I said, like the connoisseurs and the collectors, and who, you know, gone to different regions around the world to find, you know, it's also known as like aloe wood, agar wood, oud, and a lot of these connoisseurs that really see so much value and really see, you know, the preciousness of agar wood happen to be incense makers. And these incense makers, who do they make incense for? Ceremonial, you know, tea masters, basically.
Wow.
Right? That blend tea,
that
serve tea. And so that actually led me into exploring the world of ceremonial tea.
Yeah.
Because I also am fascinated with, you know, that ancient tradition of drinking tea in a very ceremonial way, in a way that anchors you into the presence, you know, the present moment, and and really allows you to just sit with the tea, right? As simple as that, and sit with what is right now, and to sit with the elements. And again, it brings you back to just the bare essentials of life, of living, and the beauty of ritual and ceremony, right? And the sacredness of just drinking tea, and then the incense that, you know, is lit, and the smoke that, you know, is created by the element of fire, and, you know, the earth, right? Yeah, you see.
And people would live this way.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And so it took me into like a whole nother realm of life and living and ritual and ceremony from, again, you know, in Southeast Asia and, you know, different parts of Asia. And so, yeah, like the journey of scent has taken me into other realms as well, into other traditions. Yeah.
One thing that came up for me when you were talking about like the tea ceremony, it also brings up like, oh my gosh, okay, so that's a water elemental delivery form.
Exactly.
And the difference between that being like an external delivery, like when you're having a bath with X, Y, and Z ingredients versus like ingesting through smoking too. Like people smoke blue lotus and many other herbs that are like nicotine free, but they have different properties. But then like water as a delivery system of that, it's like it changes it changes like what it is.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'm the guardian of these scents.
Yes. And that's so funny that the way that you say that too, like the elements like change the way like the process, because that is what I'm expressing to you about the sounds and music that I've collected too.
Yeah.
That just nature changes
Right.
the way that like instruments play and how
I love it.
you know, and so it's just like how the elements are working with all of these like other codes and mystical tools that we have, and everybody's like that keeper.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I would love to study sound more, you know, like that is something that I've always wanted to do, but I just haven't like even ventured down that path yet. But I would love to study with like a sound master like you, because when I study anything, I'm looking, you know, for the master of that craft, right? Yeah.
And I'm looking for that, and like somebody who's obsessed with whatever it is that's in your eyes about whatever. I don't want to learn from you. You know what I mean? I just don't. Like, I'll learn something from you, but like I'm not gonna like get your spirit in it. Yeah. I want to feel your.
That's
essence.
how I feel. That's how I feel about learning in general. You know, if I'm gonna learn anything from anybody, I want you to literally, like you said, be completely immersed and
obsessed with it.
Yeah, like that is something that makes you feel alive, right? And it like your whole body lights up basically, right? Your aura lights up, and you could feel it, you could see it, and it's undeniable. Those are my teachers, basically. Exactly. Those are my teachers, for sure.
Girl, I don't even know how to end this episode. We were here yapping for hours, talking about elementals and energy and goddesses and ancestors and all of these mystic codes that are so alive and well within us. And I'm excited to share this part of my life with you too, sharing with you all of these codes that I've been accessing, activating, studying, learning about from other people within myself, within my own ancestry, and really sharing the last 15 years of studies in the healing arts with you. Now, if you're not already subscribing, I'd love for you to subscribe and see what this storytelling lands to be in the near future. But I also want to mention that I hope you heard something very specific from Joan and myself today, which is excitement. I hope you felt that. I hope you saw the spark and light. And as I mentioned, this is an impromptu episode, so we were not like set up with cameras and angles and and nothing I filmed for this actually include any of that either way. But just the liveness and the energy behind somebody sharing something that they deeply really care about is actually their code. And so if you're somebody who's wondering within yourself if you have codes or how to activate your codes, or if you think that you're living in your codes but you're not fully embodied in it, the number one thing to do, without like getting too preachy on you right now, is to say that you gotta follow your excitement, that curiosity, that innocence behind why you want to do something or study something or go to the library, or you feel this intuition with a certain part of the world, and maybe you can travel there, maybe you can't, but there's movies and there are books, there's scholars, there's all of these different access points, there's food. Maybe there's something that you can do to really lean into the curiosity of the things that show up for you. And part of the codes, the mystic codes, is that sometimes we approach it from a very esoteric perspective, like, oh, some people have it and some people don't, and some people No, everybody has the codes. Everybody has their specific codes. My codes have a lot to do with sound, pattern recognition, being able to communicate what I've learned from experience of sound and pattern recognition, and really, see people in a certain way. Joan has the codes of being able to transmute the properties of emotions and the physical body and traverse through realms through herbs and botanicals and resins and smoke. And you probably have something that you're already drawn to that feels just like, oh, like I thought everybody could. That's the thing. Like, those are your codes. And what's natural to you, what is genuinely natural to you, will always show up in the most easeful way. All right, friends? I'll leave you here with this, which is: the world is your playground. And until next time, I will catch you soon. Coming up on Mystic Codes.